Hi everyone, my name is Andy and welcome to All Lonely Meeples. On this channel, I share solo playthroughs of various board games, including tutorials on how to play. As always, if you like this video, hit that subscribe button down below. Today's video features the first game in my favorite roll and write series, Part 2, and that is Railroad Inc., the Deep Blue Edition, a 1 to 6 player game designed by Hjalmar Hach and Lorenzo Silva and published in 2018 by Horrible Guild. Now if you're ready, let's jump right in. Welcome to Railroad Inc., Deep Blue Edition. Since this game comes with 2 expansion modes, as well as dice for those expansions, we're going to be playing the original version. So to set up, all you will need are the 4 white dice with railways and highways, 1 player board, and a marker. The game comes with markers, but I have my own dry erase here. And that is the setup. To play Railroad Inc., we are going to be rolling these 4 dice in 7 rounds, and we're going to be placing these results onto our board. And the goal of this game is to place our railways and our roadways in such a way that we connect these 12 exits together in groups of 2 all the way to 12. So, as we can see here, there are highways and there are railways. I believe they alternate all the way around the board. There's 12, 3 on each side. And so for instance, if I had, I'm going to do something easy here. Let's say I had over several turns completed this railway from here to here. I've connected 2 of the exits together. That's going to score me right above 2 exits connected. It's going to score me 4 points. If I happen to do all 12, that would be 45 points. That's the biggest way to score. The other way we can score in the next box over is 1 point per space in the longest highway route that I have on my board. Likewise, the next box is the 1 point per space of the longest railway route on my board. So for instance, if this was my longest railway, I would score 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points if that was my longest. Additionally, this next scoring box, I'm going to score 1 point for any dice I use in the middle 9 spaces of the board. The middle spaces of the board are kind of hard to get to, and they're pretty important to get across the board. So anytime I put anything in the middle, whether they're connected or not, I will score 1 point for that. Now, however, the next scoring will be negative points. As you see, there's a circle with an X in it. Any route that does not connect to an exit or the outside square is going to cost me negative 1 points. So for instance, right now, this would cost me negative 2 points because both of these ends of the highway don't connect anywhere. So that'd be negative 2 points. And finally, this black box right here is for a special scoring for one of the 2 expansions that you can play with. So we won't be using that right now. So over the course of 7 rounds, we will be rolling our dice and placing the results. Up here, the next row up, you can see every die result that is on the 4 dice. And additionally, up here, there are 4-way routes. There are 6 of them. 3 times in the game, we can use one of these routes by crossing them off and putting them on our board. Like so. So I've just used that one. I can do this once per round, but 3 times in the game, similar to cartographers. And if you haven't watched that video, take a look down below. I'll add a link to it. Once I've used 3, I can't use any more. And at the end of the 7th round, we're going to score how many points we have. And that is as easy as it is for Railroad Inc. So let me erase my board and let's get started. And now we're ready to play Railroad Inc. Deep Blue Edition. First, I'm going to roll my dice. Ooh, we got a lot of railways. There are a couple of rules that I didn't mention in the overview, and that is when you're placing your dice or your railways and roadways, you either place them connecting to an exit or a pre-existing route already on the board. So my first play, I can't just place in the middle here. I have to place on one of the outer exits. From there, I can place on any other exits or from where I just placed. Likewise, if you, remembering that this is a connector or a station, let's just flip it like this. There you go. So if I wanted to place a roadway, a highway, I can't go from highway to railway without a station. Okay. Other than that, the rest is up to us. So I have a lot of railway. So what I want to do is start connecting the railways together. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this die. I'm going to start right at the top. I don't know if it really matters which one I start at. And it took my wife and I a little bit to figure this out, but these white squares in the top right corner, what they do is they're there for you to mark the round that we're currently in. So I'm in round 1, I'll put a 1 right in that top right corner, just to remind myself which dice I placed in which round. Let's move on. I kind of like, let's do this. So I'm going to try to move these railways to connect to these two at least. And I think, oh, I got to do the other one. Let's go ahead and just move this up. Okay. So right now I have these. And now I have my connector. Do I want to go heavy on the railways? I think I do. We're going to go, we'll see how this goes. Actually, you know what? I'm going to try a small one right here. We're going to put a color in a box. Okay. I am not the best artist, but there is my station, railway to highway. And those were round 1. Okay. And easy as that, we're on to round 2. Okay, so complete opposite now. We have a bunch of highways. So I think what I want to do, I like this one because I've already switched to highway right here. So I could go ahead and make that connection and move forward. So that's what we're going to do. And again, if, as I said before, any connections or any highways or railways that do not connect, they would be -1. However, you score points only if you connect exits together. I could move this to here, and this right here is not a, this would not be -1, but it doesn't score many points. So if I don't think I'm going to get to it, over to another arrowed exit, this would score me 0 points. At least it's not negative. So the edge, anywhere on the edge of the board is okay. Okay, next. I think I want to continue this. I have an idea. I think I'm going to try to get all of these to meet up and use one of my specials. So there's that one. Now I would love to put this one right there. However, I cannot because there's nothing there yet. So, ooh, you know what? Maybe I could put that right there. It doesn't necessarily connect to that one yet, but I could make that work. Let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to put this first. So this is a second round, and then we'll put this underneath. And so right now these two routes are not connected because this overpass, of course, goes over this other line. But if I could connect all of them together, that'd be pretty nice. And I guess this actually works out really well because this is going to go just like that. This highway here. So I've got some things in the works. Okay. I was actually worried about all those highways, but I think that worked out pretty well. And so now we're into round 3. Okay. It's either all highways or all railways. So this doesn't work there. I'm going to figure that one out. I do need to start getting into the middle here. I have these two. These two could, it could go right there. Kind of like that. It could go here. And we could use a special, possibly. Let's go ahead and do that. I don't know if I want to use a special yet. Okay, so we're going to use this one for here. Ooh. No, you know what? I'm going to do this one right here because I want to start getting into the middle. Okay. This is round 3. Then I'll go ahead and connect. I'm going to use this one to, or do I want to do this one first? No, we'll go ahead and do 1 all the way down. And then I have to decide, I think I'm going to go ahead and move. And of course, you can flip the die or rotate it. So even though it's facing this way, I can move it the other side. And I think I want to do that because I'm going to start moving this through my 9 middles. There you go. And so there is round 3. Let me see if I can do that a little better. There you go. And this game moves really quickly. All right, here we go. This is round 4. I kind of want to start thinking about using some specials. There are no points if you, or extra points if you don't use your specials at the top, your 4 ways. They're just there for you. They're great, except that they do open you up to a lot of empty spaces. Oh man. Okay, I think this will be kind of nice. I was upset for a second, but then I can get close to that one. Let's see. Unless we want to go maybe here. Whoops. Maybe like that. When I learned this game, I did learn to place your dice on the board. You don't have to, but it does help. It does help to look at things. So we're going to do that. We're going to do another overpass. Okay, this is round 4. And then I think, yeah, we'll use this. That one's done. We're going to curve this one. So we're in round 4, so we have 3 more rounds. I need to start thinking about getting these to some connectors. And I'm going to use both. I'm going to use both to get them down here. My goal is to start making these connections. Okay, that was pretty easy. Do I want to use a special? I could go ahead and connect this right here, or I could put a special right here and start connecting all these together. I kind of like that idea. And so to do that, I'm going to look up here and see what I need. There's a 4-way railroad, 4-way highway, and then you've got different combinations. So I just want to use the correct one. And let's go, I need one at least for highway. So let's go with the highway down here. Railway, railway, highway, and then I don't know if it really matters. I am getting a lot of railway, so we'll do railway. I think that one's on there. It's 3 and a 1, so we'll cross this off. Okay. And I just color it in to show that it's a special. Okay, like that. Oh, there's my special. And we're into round 5 already. Okay, so I say I'm getting a lot of railways and then I don't roll as many. That's okay. I do really want this one. Oops. Oh, I'm so sorry. That was the, where to go? There we go. I really want that one right there and that one right there. I do need a bend to finish that one because right now this is connecting 3, which is really nice. I'd like it to connect 4. So I think an easy, these are 2 easy ones. Oh, I guess I'm doing this on the other side. So we'll go here. This is 5. Okay. Then we'll go over again. Round 5. And I think I'm going to do the same thing here. I really want to make sure these get done. So I'll connect those together. 5. And then this one, which doesn't help me a lot, but I could go ahead and curve it up. I could curve it up this way to connect over there. I think that's what I'm going to do. So we're going to go make the station. This is number 5. And it's going from railway to highway, like so. Now, if I really want to I could do a special right here again and then try to connect these 2. Man, I'm not sure. I want to see what I roll. I would love some straight roads right now, highways, there and there, straight. So what I want is a straight railway, straight highway, and then a bend. Perfect. Let's see what happens. That's probably not going to happen. Here is round 6. Yeah. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to roll yet. I'm going to use a special because I only have 2 more rounds. And so not only do I have to roll correctly, but I have to be able to continue if I roll a special and continue those on. So I'm going to go and do the special now, and it's going to be down here. Rail, and there is 1. Yeah, okay. We'll see if that comes back to hurt a little bit. Okay, so there's my special. Into round 4, I went ahead and made that connection, and now I've got some more highway to do. All right, now round 6. Okay, and terrible. I don't have any I don't have any highway. So that's not good. I do have somewhere that I can use highways. Oh, this is going to be tough. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take a negative right here. It doesn't matter which direction it goes. So this is 6. We'll just put it up that way. I already know that that's going to be an X. But let me switch sides. But I do have 2 curves here. So this curve can go up this way, and this curve can go up that way. So it wasn't all bad. 6 and 6. And then I have this, and I don't really need this at all, but I do have to place it if I can. If I can't, I lose it. So I think the best bet is to, since I'm 1 away up here. Oh, I didn't cross this off, I'm sorry. That was in round 5. Best bet is probably to put it down here and just close it off and go for 1 instead of 2, because I have several things I'm trying to work on here to close off. Okay, so this is not an unfinished road. It just doesn't score many points. Okay, I don't think I want to use a special yet, so let's just see what round 7. Oh, before I do that, there's a 6. Yep. All right, round 7. Okay, now we got some roads. They're just not the specific roads that I was looking for. That's okay. That's kind of how it works. So what I want to do, I really do want to connect stuff. So I'm going to use this one right here. and this one right here. Well, I think that's what I want to do. Yeah. Seven and 7. Should I connect that right there? Giving myself another addition, but losing 2 points there. Right now, I am going to lose 1 point. I think that's it. Well, 1 and 2, 3. So I could go ahead and throw this right here. Right now, this is connected to 1, 2. Oh man, this is big. So this is 1, 2, possibly 3. And it comes back here for 4, 5, and 6. That's a pretty big one. So let's, we'll go ahead and do it. We're gonna add this right here. Yeah. You know what? If that's a mistake, that's okay. This game is really easy to erase and start again. But I think what I want to do is use this die to at least take a negative point away by just throwing those 2 away on the corners there. So go here, here, 7. And then finally, do I want to use a special? I have a negative here, and this one is 1, 2, it will be 3. I think that's, ooh, maybe not. If I use a special here, let's just do this. If I use a special there, that's my really terrible artwork. I will have connected 1, this is an overpass, 2, 3. So from 4 to 8 points, that's 4 points. And I'm going to lose 2 more. I don't know if that is a, oh, I'm going to lose an X. I'm going to get an X over there too. And right there. So right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 if I don't do that. 4 points. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I'm not gonna use my third special. And we're gonna call that good. Okay, so for scoring, I'm gonna look at all my connections. So I have this route is 1, 2 for 2. So I have 4 points there. This is my big one. So I have 1. Oh, let me show you here. 1, 2. And if we follow this, it's an underpass. 3, 4, 5, 6. So that is I took out the wrong one. That is 20 and 4, so 24 points. Okay. And you know what, to be honest, during the game I didn't even think about my longest highway and railway. I think my railway is definitely the longest. So I have, this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 1 point per space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's gonna be 1, 2, it's gonna be 5 points. 5 points for the highway. And now for my railways. So it's the longest streak of unbroken adjacent spaces. So for my railways, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Remember that one right there. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18. That's pretty good. And then I used, so for the middles, I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the middle. And for negatives, I have 1, 2, oh, I forgot that one up there. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, negative 5. Okay, give me 1 second. I will do the quick math. All right, so after my calculations, 24 points for connections, 5 points for the longest track of highway, 18 points for longest railway, and I used 7 squares in the middle. I did leave 5 openings, uncompleted tracks, for a total of 49 points. I think that's a little low for me when I played this in the past, but for not playing a while, I think that's pretty okay. Again, in this book, there is no scale of rankings, so 49 it is. And that is Railroad Inc. Thank you for joining me at the table for a solo playthrough of Railroad Inc. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking it and hitting that subscribe button. And feel free to shoot me a comment down below. Thank you again, and I hope you'll join me for the next video.